Chidnamayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Om Bhadram Karne Vishwanuyama Bhadram Pasye Vakshaviryatrā Thirairangai Strashtuvadhum Sastanubhi Veshema Devahitam Yadayuh Swastina Indro Vruddhashravah Swastina Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti Nastakshiyo Arishthanemi Swasti no Vrihaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Yesterday we saw Samkhyatrayam, Sadhanatrayam, Doshatrayam. And the one who seek the Dosham Brahma, fault-free, defect-free goal, that is Brahman, is a Vedantic student. But then, when it comes to the student of Vedanta, the problem is you cannot seek Brahman because it is not a vastu to be achieved. Vedanta says you are that Brahman. But then there is a contradiction. Vedantic drishti, you are Brahman. But my drishti, what is that? I am Brahma. Finite, sorrowful creature. Now for this, vichara is required, inquiry is required. But when we inquire, the problem with the scripture is that words cannot reveal Brahman. But words are the only pramana. There are no other pramana. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Artharabdhi, Anupalabdhi, Sabda, these are the 5-6 pramanas. Out of that, only one pramana is available for Atma Darshanam. But Veda itself says, Scripture itself says, Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasasaha Nachakshur Gacchati, Naramta Chakshur Gacchati, Navak Gacchati, No Mano, Navitmo, Navijanimo. So these are the statements that mind cannot reach. Mind along with words come back from where understand that is Brahman. Ityadi, the words cannot reveal the truth. Then how Upanishad achieve that goal? How they will indicate? So we saw that yesterday. There are different methods of using the word. There's a peculiar method of using word, indirectly pointing out arastarakshanaya, or sometimes indicating absence, or sometimes without talking. So all this example I gave you yesterday. Now we came to a point where there is a school of thought within Vedanta also, that Vedantic learning will give you knowledge of truth. But that does not mean you get anubhava of that knowledge. Unless you have anubhava, means you are established in that truth, you cannot be called as Jivan Mukta Purusha. So for attaining Jivan Mukti or wisdom or anubhava, we have to do something else. Just listening alone is not enough. We have to have Atma Anubhava. This is the point where we left yesterday. For that, what is required for Atma Anubhava? Because however much you learn about going to Tirupati, etc., you read the book and the, what is called, the travel agent tell you also, give you pamphlet. But unless you go there and experience, we also heard about Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela, we heard so much about it, so much advertisement, and TV it also, and newspaper also, all the information comes. And when you all see people are taking dip in that also, and Mahatmas parading there, different varieties. Jatilo, Mundi, Unchita Kesha, Kaishayam, Vurdavesha, you can see all kinds of varieties there. But still, unless you go there and take a dip, you will not have the Anubhava. The same way, however much you learn, 20 years of me I have been listening to Vedanta, but nothing has happened. Definitely nothing will happen, will guarantee you. Because you are waiting for what? Anubhava. Atma Anubhava. And when I retire, I will give up everything. Then exclusively Swamiji, I will sit and meditate. And Samadhi like jai. This is the dream. Everybody has got this dream. But then our scriptures say, if this is your question, what is your answer? We have to clearly understand this, otherwise we will have problem in understanding Mandukya, Upanishad and Karika, especially Karika. Now we say that Vedantic teaching in the form of words can give only knowledge. Because words can give only knowledge. We admit that. Yes, correct, you are right there. And words cannot give anubhava. That also we admit. Correct, words cannot give you anubhava. Both we accept. But what we say is, Vedanta does not give anubhava. And Vedanta does not want to give any anubhava at all. This is not the purpose of Vedanta. Vedanta does not give and does not want to give any anubhava. Because according to Vedanta, we don't require any new anubhava. No new experience at all. Because our problem is not the lack of any experience. Our problem is lack of knowledge alone. Now what do you mean by that? We should remember all our experiences of aversion can be classified into two types. Number one is Dvaita Anubhava, another is Advaita Anubhava. These are the two Anubhavas we have. All possible experiences can be categorized into these two, Dvaitam and Advaitam. And according to Vedanta, all of us have gone through both Dvaita and Advaita. No human being lacks Dvaita Anubhava, and no human being lacks Advaita Anubhava also. Everyone has gone through both the Anubhavas. What is experience? How do you say this? In the waking and dream state of experiences, we have always gone through Dvaita Anubhava. wherein I experience myself as a subject, an experiencer different from the object. The world is separate from me, I am separate. This is called Dvaita Anubhava. In Jagrat Avastha, my experience is subject-object duality. And this experience called Savikalpa Anubhava. An experience in which there is division of subject and object. In this Dvaita Anubhava, not only I experience division, I experience myself as an individual, localized individual. I am in this time and space, separate individual, different from others. Naturally, I am that limited I. An individualized I, limited I experience, and this is called Dvaita Anubhava. This is true with the dream also, same thing. And we have gone through another experience called deep sleep experience. In this experience, I never have subject-object division. Therefore, in deep sleep state, we have no Savikalpa Anubhava, but Nirvikalpaka Anubhava. An experience in which subject-object duality is not there. Suttasya suttam na janati. Here I am not an individual entity. There is no individuality in deep sleep state. Whether it is a royal sleep or a beggar sleep, there is no difference. One slept, everybody is same. Waking, I can say I am in Chicago, but in deep sleep, I cannot locate myself. And naturally, I don't experience any limitation also. Unlimited, undivided, I experience during Sushupti Avastha. This is clean Advaita Anubhava. Everyone has gone through this. Suppose somebody say, I have not experienced sleep, Swamiji. I invite you to come to Mandukya Karika class and you will experience definitely. The teacher, student, duality will disappear. Slowly, the stage will disappear, Swami will disappear. People will disappear. Dvaita Anubhava, I have gone through. Jagrat, Swapna and Advaita Anubhava, I have gone through in deep sleep state. Other than Dvaita Anubhava and Advaita Anubhava, there is no third Anubhava possible. And you cannot say another Advaita Anubhava is there. No, it is not possible. It can be only one. Dvaita Anubhava can be many, but Advaita Anubhava cannot be many. Therefore, Vedanta does not want to give you any new Anubhava at all. Because all the possible Anubhavas we have gone through in Avastatrayam, waking, dream and deep sleep. Then what is our problem? According to Vedanta, our problem is not lack of Advaita Anubhava. Our problem is Dvaita Anubhava, I experience myself as a limited I. In Advaita Anubhava, I experience myself as limitless I. So limited I have experienced. Limitless I also I have experienced. But our problem is, which one is our real nature? This is our problem. Out of the two, Dvaita I or Advaita I, which one is my real nature? We cannot say both are my nature. Both, because both are diagonally opposite in nature. Therefore, one I cannot be at one time limited and another time limitless. Therefore, only possibility is that one of them is my real nature and the other must be my incidental nature. Not my real nature. One must be Swabhavika Dharma and other is Agantuka Dharma. Either as I must be really limitless but incidentally appearing as though limited, or I should be really limited and incidentally appearing as though limitless, which is my original nature and which one is my false nature. Unfortunately, before the study of Vedanta, we have always concluded in the wrong way. The limited I is my real nature. This we have concluded. The limitless I obtaining in deep sleep is only an incidental nature. Limitlessness is only temporary. This is our conclusion. Our problem is not lack of experience, but our problem is wrong conclusion based on the available experience. And the aim of Vedanta is not to present you with another experience, but only to question our conclusion and rectify our conclusion. And what should be the rectified conclusion? Must be I am the limitless, one which is my real nature. The limited human experience I go through is only an incidental, means Vesha. Therefore, you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. Not the other way around. A human being wants spiritual experience. What we have concluded is that I am a human being and therefore I am looking for a spiritual experience. It is the other way around. Whereas the teaching is what? You are a spiritual being with an incidental feature which is temporary. Thus, Gurudev used to say, you are God playing a fool. You are God, but you are now playing a fool. Thus, Vedanta does not give a new experience. Vedanta does not want the student to expect a new experience. Vedanta wants to correct our self-conclusion based on our available experience. Mandukya analyzes our available experience of waking, dream and deep sleep state without introducing any new experience. It analyzes the available three states of experiences. Vedanta is assisting you in arriving at the proper knowledge. And that proper knowledge can come only in Jagrat Avastha. Therefore, Vedanta gives knowledge and that knowledge is enough for liberation because our problem is lack of knowledge, not lack of experience. That knowledge Vedanta can actually give. And in this Vedantic portion of Vedas, we concentrate on gaining the knowledge of ourselves. Therefore, it is Jnana Pradhana portion, and hence it is also called Jnana Kandam. Unlike the Veda Purva. Veda Purva is Karma Pradhanam. Kayika, Vachika, Manasika karmas are there, and therefore Veda Purva is called Karma Kandam, whereas Vedanta is called Jnana Kandam. Since this portion is dealing with the nature of myself, it is not an objective knowledge, but it is a Shastra which deals with my Surupam, my nature, and myself. In Sanskrit, it is called Atma. And therefore, Vedanta is known by another name, Atma Vidya. So, Jnana Kandam, Atma Vidya. And while dealing with this I, the Atma, I am not a limited I, but I am the limitless entity, and therefore Atma is known by another name, Brahma, means the limitless. Brihat means big. Brahma means the big. Brihattamatvat Brahma. And therefore, this portion of the scripture is known by another name also, which is Brahma Vidya. Thus Vedanta, Jnana Kandam, Atma Vidya, and Brahma Vidya. All these are synonyms. And also these portions are called by another name, which is Upanishad. The word Upanishad has several meanings. One meaning is Upa plus Ni plus Shad. Upa means a knowledge which has to be gathered by approaching a guru. Guru upasadena praptavya vidya. Guru upasadena praptavya vidya. A knowledge which cannot be gathered by self-study nor by self-meditation. People talk about meditation and gaining knowledge through intuition. We don't believe in intuition, we believe in tuition only. Regular, systematic teaching. Therefore, Upa indicate Guru Upasadanam, going near a Guru, and Ni indicate Nischaya Jnanam, firm knowledge. Means one has to continue this learning until the knowledge becomes firm, free from doubt and error. Samchaya viparyaya rahitam nischaya jnanam. And nischaya jnanam referred to here as Ni. So Upa plus Ni means that clear knowledge gathered from a guru by approaching him. So Upani means clear self-knowledge. And the word Shat, a carrier, a vehicle. There are other meanings also, Visharanam, Avasadhanam, Gati. These are the three meanings for the Shadalra Dhatu. The one who destroy and put an end to means the one who destroy your ignorance and put an end to your suffering in samsara. This is one meaning. But there is one more meaning for Shat. Sadayati prapayati irisat. That which carries the seeker up to Brahman and help the jiva merge into Paramatma. Like a marriage broker, help the boy and girl come together. This vidya bring jivatma, Paramatma together. Brahma sadayati, gamayati, iti Shat. Shankaracharya says, therefore, Upanishad means that knowledge which is gained from a guru and which takes the Jivatma to Paramatma. But we should remember that Jivatma is taken to Paramatma. We should not think that Paramatma is sitting somewhere and Jivatma is sitting here. And through a courier service, Jivatma is delivered to Paramatma. Don't think that way. Here, merger is the removal of the notion that I am different from Paramatma. Merger here means Veda Buddhi Nashaha Eva. So, destruction of this thought that I am different from Paramatma. Therefore, it is also known by the word Upanishad. And at the end of four Vedas, these Upanishads are found in the form of a dialogue between the teacher and the taught. Sometimes more than one teacher and more than one student. And it is believed that more than 1,000 such Upanishads were there originally, and many of them were lost. Actually, 1,180 Upanishads were there, and of them only 108 Upanishads are available and popular. Of them, 10 Upanishads are called major Upanishads because Shankaracharya has commented upon them. The reason for Shankaracharya to write commentary on these 10 Upanishads is because these 10 Upanishads are used for analysis in Brahma Sutras. Therefore, Bhagavan wrote commentary on that Upanishad. There is no gradation as major or minor is as far as the content is concerned. Among the Discourse, we have the Mandukya Upanishad, which we are going to study. This Mandukya Upanishad is a very small Upanishad, consists of 12 mantras. And this Upanishad belongs to Atharvana Veda, and they say it got its name Mandukya because it was revealed by a rishi named Manduka Rishi. A frog is also called Manduka. Okay. This word is derived from the root Mand. Mandayati means to be happy or to revel. Therefore, Manduka means the one who revel, the one who is happy. Naturally, it is an ideal name for a jnani because a jnani is always happy. Atmanneva Atmana Tushtaha. So some say it was revealed by the Manduka Rishi, and therefore it is called Mandukya Upanishad. Gurudev tells a different story. There was a famine in one place. That time everybody prayed along with Vasishtha Rishi. And finally, as a result of their prayer, they heard a frog croaking. That is an indication that rain is coming. So Vasishtha Rishi was very happy and he blessed that frog. He became a Rishi later. That may be possible also. So it's Mandukya. So some say it was revealed by the Manduka Rishi and therefore it's called Mandukya Upanishad. Even though it is a small Upanishad, it is a comprehensive Upanishad and therefore glorified by all. There is one Upanishad called Muktika Upanishad. It is a dialogue between Sri Rama and Anjaneya. And in that Muktika Upanishad, we get a lot of information about all the Upanishads. How they were 1,000 and odd Upanishads originally, and later how 108 Upanishads became popular. And out of the 108, how many belong to Rig Veda, and how many to Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharvana Veda, etc. All these details are given in this Upanishad known as Muktika Upanishad. And in that Upanishad it is said, by studying Mandukya Upanishad itself, one can attain moksha. Mandukyam eva alam, ekameva alam mukshunam vimuktaye. If you don't understand completely by studying Mandukya, then you study the Upanishad and still you cannot get it, then study 32 Upanishads. A list is given there in Muktika Upanishad. Still you don't get it, then study 108 Upanishads. Still you don't get it, better luck next time. But what we want to say is that Mandukyam ekam eva alam. One Mandukya is enough to realize the truth. Even though the Upanishad is only 12 mantras, but a commentary is written in verse form by a great Acharya known as Gaudapada Acharya. It is called Karika. And this Gaudapada Acharya occupies an important position in the Advaita Guru Parampara. There is a Guru Parampara shloka, very popular. In fact, every Vedantic student should chant this daily. Narayanam Patpapuvam Vasishtam Shaktinja Tatputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Sukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogendra Madasya Sishyam Sri Shankaracharya Madasya Padmapadam Jagastavaragam Sishyam Tam Todakam Vartikaaramanyan Asmat Gurun Santadamanatosmi. Entire Guru Parampara, Adi Guru is Narayana. Then Padmabhuvam means the lotus born Brahmaji. Then Vasishta, from Vasishta to Shakti, Shakti to Parashara, Parashara to Vyasa, Vyasa to Shuka, Shuka to Gaudavada, Gaudavada to Govinda Bhagavad, Govinda Bhagavad to Shankaracharya, and his four disciple names are also given. And thereafter up to my Guru, Asmat Guru Santatamanadosmi. Now look at this, from Narayana up to Shukacharya is the first half of the tradition. There all acharyas are mythological acharyas whose names we come to know only from the Puranas. They are not historical personalities. Up to Shuka is Rishi Parampara. And they were all Grasthas except Shuka Maharshi. Each disciple happened to be the son of a guru. So that's why in Vishwas, Vyasam, Vasishta, Naktaram, Shakte, Pautamakalvasham, Parasharatmajam, Vande, Sukatatam, Taponidhyam. So all these are, so Shakte, Pautrakat, Akalvasham, Parasharatmajam, Vasishta, Naktar. So Naktara means great grandson. All of them are talking about Vyasa. After Shuka comes Gaudavada Acharya, and you find an important transformation take place. Shuka Maharshi is a Rishi, whereas Gaudavada Acharya is Manushya. Rishi's biographies are mythological, not historical. But from Gaudavada Acharya onwards, it is not mythology, but we have historical factors about him. From Gaudavada onward, Grastha Parampara gets converted to Sannyasi Parampara. Therefore, Gaudavada Acharya is a very, very important Acharya. When we read his Karika, we will understand his greatness. Shankaracharya was 1200 years ago, and Gaudavada Acharya is his Param Guru. At least 1300 or 1400 years ago. This Gaudavada Acharya known by this name because he lived in Gauda Desha, means North Bengal. So he must have been a Bengali, Gaudavada Acharya. His original name we don't know. The suffix Pada is added to indicate respect and reverence. Guru Pada, reverential Guru. Tata Pada, respectful father. An honorable Acharya from Gauda Desha. He has written a few works on Vedanta, and among his works, the most important is Mandukya Karika. Karika means commentary in verse form. For this 12 mantras, Gaudavada Acharya has written 215 slokas as commentary. Since they help us a lot in understanding the Upanishad, generally this Upanishad is studied along with Karika. So Mandukya Upanishad and Karika are studied together. And this study has been initiated by Shankaracharya himself because he wrote commentary not only for the Upanishad but for the Karika also. And Anandagiri, one of the disciples of Shankaracharya, also written a Tika for the commentary. So first is Karika, then Bhashya by Shankaracharya. On Bhashya there is a Tika, that's by Anandagiri. So these are the literature available. So therefore, we also study this Upanishad with Karika. So 215 verses plus 12 mantras, 227 verses total. We are going to study. These are divided into 4 chapters. First one is Agama Prakaranam. Prakaranam in Adhyaya. Vaidatya Prakaranam, establishing the falsity of the world. Vaidatyam. Then third one is Advaita Prakaranam, establishing Advaita Brahman. Fourth one is Alada Shanti Prakaranam. Here different schools of thoughts are taken and dismissed. These 4 Prakaranam put together is called the Mandukya Upanishad plus Karika. Now we shall see the first chapter, Agava Prakaranam. This chapter consists of the 12 Upanishad mantras and 29 Karika verses. Totally 41 verses. Only the first chapter alone is a mixture. Since Upanishad is predominant and therefore it is called Upanishad Pradhanam. Upanishad is known by the name Agamaha, means it has come from the Lord himself. Agacchaditi Agamaha. Since it consists of Upanishad, it has a Shanti Pada. Since it belongs to the Atharva Veda, Shanti Pada also belongs to Atharvana Veda Shanti Pada. Same Atharvana Veda has got Kundaka also, Prashnopanishad also. Both of them have the same Shanti Pada. We already chanted that. Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha. So, the essence of the Shanti Pada I will tell you. The seeker is asking for 3 boons from the Lord. Number 1, Ayushyam. May I live long, at least to complete this Upanishad with Karika. Visheva Devahitam Yadayuho. Whatever allotted time is there, let me live healthy. Number 2, suppose one have long life, but he is always in the hospital. Then also he cannot be useful. Not only I should live long, but I should have good health. Sthiraihi angaihi. They should be healthy enough to hear, talk about auspicious things. Bhadrashravanam darshanam kathanam. And intellectual health must be there so that I can pursue Shravanamanana Nididhyasanam. Third one is Nirvignatvam, freedom from obstacles, Sustina Indro Vrittashravaha, etc. Prayer to various devatas for Vigna Nivritti during Vedanta Shravana period. Then Trivida Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Adi Devikam, Adhyatmikam, Adi Bhautika Shanti. With this, now we will enter into the text. Page number 4. Om Ittedataksharamidagam sarvam. You can repeat. Om Ittedataksharamidagam sarvam. Tasyopavyak भूतं भवद्भविष्यदिति सर्व ओंकार एव यच्चान्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तदप्योंकार एव. The Upanishad is in prose form. In this Prakaranam, some Upanishad mantras are given and then some karikas are also given. Therefore, it is a mixture. The first 6 mantras are the Upanishad mantras. And after first 6 mantras, we will get a few karikas commenting upon the mantras, and again 7th mantra will come and then the karika. This is how this time. The first 2 mantras are the introductory mantras in which the Upanishad introduces 2 types of inquiry or analysis. We can read the second mantra also. Sarvagam etat brahma ayamatma brahma soyamatma chatushpad There is a Mahavakya there, ayamatma brahma, second mantra. So the 2 mantras are the introductory mantras in which Upanishad introduces 2 types of inquiry or analysis. The first mantra talk about the Omkara inquiry, Omkara vichara, the analysis of Omkara symbol. The Upanishad introduces Omkara vichara because the way of analyzing Omkara, we can arrive at the ultimate truth of oneself and the ultimate truth of this world. And therefore, that is introduced in mantra 1. And the second mantra, the Upanishad introduces Atma Vichara, analysis of myself. So thus we have 2 mantras introduces Omkara Vichara and Atma Vichara. And thereafter, from the 3rd mantra up to 7th mantra, we get the elaboration of Atma Vichara. It is in reverse order. Then from mantra 8 to 12, we have got the elaboration of Omkara Vichara. With this, Mandukya Upanishad is over. 12 mantras. Now look at the mantra. Idagam Sarvam. The entire creation is Om Iti. Etat Aksharam is nothing but the sacred mantra known as Om. The significance of Om is given in Taittiriya Upanishad with Chandasa, Vrishabho, Vishwarupa, Chandobhyo, Yamrta, Sambhavuva. So there it is given. Brahma, it seems, all the devatas approached Brahmaji, said that you created this world, we don't know how to operate it. Do you have any manual prepared? So Brahmaji said, okay. He gave these 3 Vedas. At that time only 3 Vedas were there. And they went and Devatas, you know, they are always partying people, they have no patience to read such elaborate Vedas. So they came back and said, is there anything shortcut, It's too much to read. So Brahmaji, out of compassion for them, churned from the three Vedas this Gayatri Mantra, 24 letters, 3 lines. Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. 3 lines. That also they felt too much. Look at this. It is not your problem, they have Devata's problem also. Whether it is too much, you have anything short. Then Brahmaji gave them 3 Vyahritis. Guru, Upaha, Suvaha. 3 Vyahritis. That also they felt is 3 too much. You have anything still shorter. So Brahmaji took the essence of all the Vedas, Gayatri, and he said, Om. Take Om. So Om is the essence. Chandasam Rishabha. Chandas means Vedas. Rishabha means the greatest. So a herd of cattle is going. If there is one bull is there, Rishabha means bull. We stand out. The same way, here also, Vedanam Rishabha means the best among the Vedas is Omkara. So Brahmaji churned the entire Vedas intellectually and took out the butter and given it as Omkara, as essence. This monosyllabled mantra is this entire creation. Since Omkara is the whole creation, if you want to know about the creation, you need not study the entire creation, but by studying the Omkara, you will know the entire creation. Now, what type of creation? Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat. It includes the past, the entire present creation, and future creation. It's all Omkara alone. Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat iti Sarvam Omkara eva. If anything beyond Etcha Anyat Trikalagitam, past, present and future means if anything beyond time, that vastu is also Omkara. That means Omkara represents what is within time, and Omkara also represents what is beyond time. What is there which is beyond time? Beyond time is consciousness and Maya. And that is also, therefore, inquiry into Omkara is inquiry into everything. And the truth of Omkara is the truth of creation. Therefore, inquiry into Omkara is our pursuit. Therefore, tasya upavyakyanam. Therefore, we are going to analyze Omkara. So, sarvam, all means that which is within time and beyond time. They are all Omkara. Kalantargatam vastu, yes. Yascha anyatra kalatitam, that which is beyond time also. Means Omkara means all. What is the advantage? By analyzing Omkara, you are indirectly analyzing everything. Omkara Vichara is equal to Sarva Vichara. So, the truth of Omkara will become the truth of everything. This is the advantage of Omkara Vichara. You must know the story, a famous story about Subramanya and Ganesha. They had a contest. Whoever goes around the world, they will get the food. Brahmanya got onto his peacock and flew, all the time looking back whether his brother is coming or not. He succeeded, but Vinayaka thought that his mouse will not be able to make it. See, what he decided, he go around his father and mother. They represent the world. Vigata Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro, which is equal to going around the world. So we have a shortcut Omkara Vichara here. Shortcut Omkara Vichara Rupena like Ganesha did. Samasta Prapanchasya Vichara like Ganesha. Therefore, Upanishad say, Tasya Upavyakyanam. Its elaboration means analysis is undertaken. Here the Upanishad introduces the analysis, but actual analysis comes only after 7th mantra. Then second mantra, Sarvagam Yedat Brahma. Yedat Sarvam Brahma. Entire universe. Kala Antargata. Kala Bahirgyata Sarvam. Based on the previous mantra, the word Sarvam is to be understood as within and without time. Now we have a second equation. What was the first equation? Omkara is everything, or everything is Omkara, is the first equation. Therefore, inquiry for everything is possible by inquiry of Omkara. Second equation is everything is Brahman. Therefore, Brahma Vicharena Sarva Vicharaha Bhavati. Previously, Omkara Vicharena Sarva Vicharaha. Vichara means inquiry. Now, what is this Brahman? Upanishad says, I am Atma Brahma. Atma means self, means I. I myself is this Brahman. This is a revelation. We thought that I am useless, I am unimportant, isn't it? I am miserable, etc. Here Upanishad is revealing, you are not miserable person, you are Brahman. I myself is this Brahman, I am indicates I. Aparokshadaya upalabhyamana. That which is available for direct experience. So Atma Anubhava is our continuous experience. You don't have to experience separately. Every thought, like in Upanishad we saw, Bodham, Bodham, Pratibodha, Vididam, Matam. Every thought, the presence of consciousness is there. So you don't have to separately remove in a test tube and look at it. Then only you say it is Brahman. No. Sarvada Prakashamana, that which is available for direct experience, and Sarvada Prakashamana, ever evident Atma, that I, the I that we are using all the time, and without I you can't even complete a sentence. That I, what is the real nature of that I? We took it for granted, we never inquired. And that I is Brahman. Who is telling? I am not telling. Upanishad is telling. I am Atma Brahma. So, ever evident Atma. Now we have equations, everything is equal to Brahman, then Brahman is equal to Atma, and therefore everything is equal to Atma, the self, means inquiry into everything can be accomplished through inquiry into Atma. Sarva Vicharaha means Atma Vicharaha. And that Atma is myself. I am Atma, Brahma. Inquiry into myself, I come to know everything. Therefore, second inquiry, Atma Vichara. First inquiry was Omkara Vichara. Even though they look different, but the destination is the same. Because through Atma Vichara and Omkara, we are inquiring into everything, Sarvam. Two methods we are adopting to arrive at the knowledge of everything. So in Chandogya Upanishad, Tasmin Vijnane Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati, knowing which everything is as well known. Omkara Vijnate Sati Sarva Vijnanam Bhavati. Atmani Vijnane Sati Sarvam Vijnatam Bhavati. Omkaratnyaha Sarvatnyaha Bhavati. Atmatnyaha Sarvatnyaha Bhavati. Thus the second inquiry is also introduced. And in the second mantra, this sentence, I am Atma Brahma, is taken as Mahavakyam. Just as Tattvamasi is occurring in Samaveda, in Chandogya Upanishad, Prajnanam Brahma is the Mahavakyam occurring in Rigveda, Aitareya Upanishad. Aham Brahmasmi occurring in Yajurveda, Dharanika Upanishad. And Ayamatma Brahma is the Mahavakyam occurring in Atharvana Veda, Mandukya Upanishad. Now, having introduced these two inquiries, the Upanishad wants to elaborate, but changes the order. It takes up with Atma Vichara, and this Vichara is introduced, the second mantra itself, saying Swayam Atma Chatushpad. This continues in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh mantras. Now the Upanishad introduces Atma and Chatushpad Atma. So this Atma which we are going to inquire for knowing the truth of everything, this Atma has got four padas. Pada means quarter or leg. Here we should understand as facets or expression or aspects. Four aspects, but don't take it as legs. You think that Atma is a peculiar creature with four legs. What are the four aspects of Atma? I shall first give you a bird's eye view of how the Upanishad is going to present the four aspects of Atma. This is a unique presentation which is not found in any one of the other Upanishads. Because of this alone, Mandukya is deep and significant, and therefore Mandukya appears to be a little tougher also. We will try to simplify the presentation. Now Vedanta points out that if anything in the creation has to be proved as an existent thing, it should fulfill a particular condition. What is that condition? That thing should become an object of knowledge. If a thing is not an object of knowledge, you can never talk about the existence of that object. In Sanskrit, we say prameyatvam, being an object of knowledge to prove its existence. And what do you mean by the concept of prameyatvam? When I say a thing must be an object of knowledge, what I mean is it must be an object of any one of our pramana, pratyaksha, anumana, upamana, etc. This is condition 1. Pratyaksha means I should be able to see. That is Prameyatvam. This is condition 1. The second point is, even if a thing is not an object of knowledge, now at least it must have been object of knowledge in the past, or at least it should become an object of knowledge in the future, or one pramanam or other. Even if a thing is not an object of knowledge, at least it should have become an object of knowledge for someone else, somebody or other. It can be even an animal or plant's knowledge. Only then you can talk about the existence of that thing. Imagine that there is a thing, but the thing does not have the status of Prameyatvam. How can you talk about the existence of such a thing? Means it is not an object of knowledge through any pramanam, nor became an object of knowledge in the past or future, or by some living being in the creation. If there is a thing which is not coming under any of this, then such a thing does not exist. Therefore, in Shastra, we conclude such a thing do not exist. Therefore, first one is Prameyatvam is a condition for proving existence. Number 2, if a thing has to be a Prameyam, only when there is a Pramata, a knower principle. Therefore, the existence of a Prameyam depends upon Pramata, the knower. If you are not there, even though object exists, no meaning to you. The Prameyam depends upon Pramata. An object is an object only when there is a knower of the object. A Pramata knower is possible only when I, the conscious principle, choose to know something by employing some pramana or other. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue this analysis of Atma Vichara tomorrow onwards. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti